Alright, so this was inspired by my recent episode of the Inferno Insurrection playthrough I'm currently doing, and I won't spoil it, but essentially, I'm wondering what happens if you beat a creature bank and the only creatures you have left are summoned elementals. So we've got Noro, the wizard here, who is going to be our experimental hero. We're going to throw him into the Dragon Utopia, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see, do we get the gold, do we get the artifacts, do we keep our hero, do they win, do they lose? Are we able to re-recruit them in the Tavern, or are they lost altogether? We're going to try all of those things out, and we're going to find the answer to that question, because I've not actually found much of a definitive answer to this. So let's throw ourselves in here. So this is a very good spellcasting hero, no resurrection, which means in this scenario we have no choice but to finish the fight using only earth elementals, because nothing else is going to survive. So let's just move in, let's get these kills. Do we keep our hero? So we don't. We won the fight, really, but it does say we were defeated. We can hear the defeat music. It says our forces suffer a bitter defeat. We apply the battle results. We've got no gold. So we don't get any rewards whatsoever. If we go back to our town, has our hero survived? No. We've lost our hero altogether. However, what's happened to the Dragon Utopia? It just says it's been visited. Doesn't say it's still guarded. So if we just send Astral up, still comes up with this. Do we want to challenge the dragons to a fight? If we accept this, there's nothing there, so there's just a complete blank box. Still says green dragon. Astral receives 0 experience. We apply the battle result, and we do still get the rewards of the Dragon Utopia. But they're actually left completely open for whichever hero arrives next to claim for free, so that's interesting. If there's no creature bank involved and we're just going straight for a fight with just some normal creature guards, I'm pretty sure it's a fairly similar scenario, but let's just play this out and find out for sure. So we're going to summon some earth elementals, see what happens. There we go, so that should be pretty much a win at this point, and there you go, same thing again. So if you summon elementals and they're all you have left and you haven't resurrected any of your other creatures, you will just lose your hero, even if you win. But, since we have won the fight, we can see that the guards do disappear as well. So it's a pretty consistent thing. We go back to our tavern once again, and yep, that hero has not reappeared. So the alternatives, of course, the obvious one to do is when you're just about to win the fight, you should probably retreat. That does mean that you won't get the rewards, of course, but it does enable you to keep your hero, potentially enables you to save a lot of units if you're taking on a particularly tough creature bank, such as a Dragon Utopia. So in this particular experiment, there are only a few heroes that can actually be recruited. So if we just try actually recruiting all of them, we can see that our hero does actually pop up back in our tavern, which might be a result of him just being thrown back into the pool. If they're thrown into the pool, they can of course be distributed back to any other player, which could include you. If you're lucky, you could get your hero back. So for confirmation, it looks like your hero is indeed thrown back into the recruitment pool, which means if you're not able to find them in your tavern, you might find that one of the other players is able to take your hero from you instead. And one final experiment to try out is whether this also applies to guarded artifacts or guarded Pandora's boxes, which are of course very uncommon on random map templates, but this can be a thing in custom scenarios. So let's give it a go. Both of these are guarded, and this will reward us with 10,000 gold. The question is, if we can get rid of the guards, does that get rid of the box altogether? Or can we just claim it with another hero, as we could before? Okay, so we've lost our hero once again. So the Archangels are dead. We go up to this, and yeah, we can just claim it. So one final experiment is, can we do the same thing with a guarded artifact? Does that work the same way as a Pandora's box? Let's give it a go. Okay, so the guards are down. Now we go to claim it with our second hero. And we are able to pick up the artifact without having to fight the guards. So yeah, as I mentioned, if you do find yourself in a situation like this, the best thing you can do, if you do want to go ahead with the fight, is accept that you're going to lose 2,500 gold and have to hire your hero back, and you are going to have to flee before the end of the fight. So in this case, we've got one Archangel left, we go and retreat, we can get our hero back, and then we just need to finish off that one final Archangel in order to be able to claim this. So yeah, there we go, and we can go back to our tavern, and we can get our hero straight back. So yeah, I just thought I'd check out exactly how that actually works. I hope it was helpful. There are plenty more tip videos on the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.